There really is no place like home. Protectors of Animals has felt this way for 40 years about our local pets in need. One of the oldest and most respected animal welfare organizations in the Northeast, Protectors of Animals continues to be a proud member of the local Independent Charities of America. We are so excited that we are all able to gather together to celebrate this amazing anniversary with you, our devoted supporters. We invite you now to take a journey with us to give you a little glimpse of the history, present, and future of POA. We must note that this project included interviewing some of the most long-standing volunteers, but much like some of our adoptable pets, when it came to videotaping, they proved to be, yes, somewhat shy and elusive. The early 1970s found our originating members in collaboration with Valley Shore Animal Welfare League, based out of Centerbrook, and the focus was saving dogs from the Portland, Connecticut Pound. These rescue efforts were named Save a Dog, and Save a Dog was considered as the northern branch of Valley Shore Animal Welfare League. These dogs were fostered, and the adoption ads were placed in the Bywiser, Middletown Press, and Rare Reminder. In the late 70s, cats were being rescued and fostered as well, so the ads became Save a Dog or Cat. Fundraising was done in small-town fashion, with tag and plant sales, as well as bake sales and antique car shows. In February of 1977, Valley Shore Animal Welfare League felt that their association with Save a Dog was not working out. A letter was sent encouraging them to form a separate organization. This started the ball really rolling, and Protectors of Animals was officially incorporated with Drew Harder, Phyllis Pavel, and Hilder Sullivan as founding members. Joe Sampson was the designer of the Protectors of Animals logo that is still used today. The 1980s and 1990s were 2 decades of strong growth for Protectors of Animals. More dogs were being rescued, and the need for space beyond foster homes became necessary. Cromwell Vet and Kennels, now known as VCA Cromwell, happily fulfilled that need. In 2000, a major milestone was achieved as 144 Main Street, Unit O, East Hartford, became our cat shelter location as well as Protectors of Animals headquarters. This move literally put Protectors of Animals on the map. 2001 brought new management to the helm. With overpopulation being one of the main reasons for so many homeless animals in the first place, POA's idea was to control the issue at the root. POA became one of the trendsetters in the rescue world by ensuring all pets were spayed or neutered prior to adoption. A few years later, POA became a fiscal sponsor that launched Hope Low-Cost Spay-Neuter Clinic in Waterbury, Connecticut. 2001 also brought the launch of our website, www.poainc.org, and it became one of the main marketing tools for adoptable pets. This is how the website looked then, and this is how it looks now. Look how far we've come. In 2004, Protectors of Animals was also housing some dogs at the Wethersfield Pound. When the pound became at risk of closing, POA volunteers took matters into their own hands. They went before the town council and proposed to care for the pound dogs in exchange for space for POA dogs. The council agreed. POA saved the Wethersfield Pound from closing, and this provided a cost-effective option for kenneling many POA dogs. The late Sue Karras, who was the Wethersfield Town Animal Control Officer, played a key role and was the driving force behind POA's dog team operations for many years. POA had decades of success as a volunteer-only based rescue, a model so extraordinary that it received a special mention on the ASPCA website. In 2011, POA left the Cromwell Veterinary Hospital to open a dog shelter at the Old East Hampton Pound. With 3 geographical locations, POA volunteers are helping many pets in need by carrying out different roles. Here is a glimpse. In 2013, POA hired its first ever employee, Mr. John Thomas, as Executive Director to act as a liaison between the POA team leads and the Board of Directors.
In 2013, when I arrived, POA comprised 100% volunteers, top to bottom, boardroom to beagle walking. Now, my background is in volunteer management and organizational leadership, but I was not prepared for the breadth and depth of how the volunteers had integrated themselves into the various operation and leadership functions. I mean, this was and still is a highly functional organization. Now think about this. We have volunteers who manage cleaning, feeding, medicating, socializing, training, and exercising our cats and dogs. We have volunteers who sit on the board, plan events, fundraise, and advocate for animals. Some of our volunteers are here once a week, and some of them are here 4 or 5 times a week. Some of them are here for 2 hours a week. Some of them are here for 40 hours a week. The amazing part is that they all have, or most of them anyway, have full-time jobs. My presence here hasn't changed the percentage of the volunteer workforce much. It's still way over 99%. It hasn't changed what's been accomplished in the last 40 years. The foundation that the volunteers have built over the course of time is so strong, it's just so exciting for me to see what we can do together and accomplish over the course of the next 40 years.
A strategic planning committee was formed in 2013 to define POA's goals, objectives, strategies, and tactics for the future.
In May 2013, Protectors of Animals Board of Directors decided to form a strategic planning committee. The committee was formed to define POA's goals, objectives, strategies, and where we're headed for the future. The 3 strategies that came out of the strategic planning are Strategy 1, maintaining excellence of our core services, increasing the focus on prevention programs. The strategic goal for that strategy is to explore opportunities to expand prevention programs. Strategy 2 is to be the organization of choice for people who want to volunteer their time with cats and dogs. The goal for that strategy is to recruit, educate, and retain the best program volunteers. Strategy 3 is to build organizational systems and structures that support growth and sustainability. The strategic goals for this strategy are to create a board focused on governance as opposed to operations, develop fundraising capacity, brand and market Protectors of Animals, and to develop internal systems to support growth. We also need people who are willing to volunteer at the board level to bring their talents, their time, and their ideas. Protectors of Animals has been a fantastic organization for the past 40 years. With the help of the strategic plan, the organization will move into the future with greater clarity and with a shelter of our own.
In the spring of 2014, Protectors of Animals formed a program called Spay Connecticut.
Spay Connecticut is a program of Protectors of Animals that was launched in the spring of 2014. POA was invited to be the Connecticut State Representative for the United Spay Alliance, a national organization of independent spay-neuter referral programs focused on getting the message out about the importance of spay-neuter and affordable resources. We received a $10,000 grant to start our program. Spay Connecticut connects people throughout the state via internet and a toll-free 800 number with programs that offer affordable spay-neuter services. In addition, Spay Connecticut focuses on the importance of getting out the word about spaying and neutering pets early to avoid oops or accidental litters. Spay Connecticut also offers low-cost cat clinics twice a month at the POA location in Hartford for those who cannot afford low-cost services. We subsidize the program through grant. Our services are provided by Dr. Anne Marie Knock, the Connecticut Mobile Veterinary Services. Since we started doing our clinics in August of 2014, we have been able to offer 100 low-cost spay and neuter surgeries to residents in the Hartford area. The best timers to spay or neuter pets, believe it or not, 75% of people in a survey said they did not know or gave the wrong answer. Getting your pet spayed or neutered by 5 months of age prevents oops or accidental litters. Spay Connecticut wants to focus on getting out the word to prevent litters, which in turn prevents shelter intakes.
Throughout the course of the last 4 decades, POA has been fortunate to form amazing connections in the media world. From running adoption ads in the paper, radio spots and interviews, to showing our dogs and cats on TV, these opportunities have allowed us to reach so many more adopters, resulting in far more adoptions. Social media is playing a huge role in promoting our Shelter Pets Now as well. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Partnerships formed with charitable organizations like the East Hartford PetSmart, who we have had a wonderful relationship with since 2008, and participation in local adoption events allow for even more exposure for our pets. Our volunteer base remains strong, and along with the volunteer structure, our board of directors, and our executive director, there really is no end to our possibilities.
I want to congratulate everybody at Protectors of Animals for reaching our 40th anniversary in rescuing animals. We are so optimistic about our future and our ability to reach our dream of a shelter of our own. We've had many milestones that we've crossed over the past 40 years, and we are absolutely poised and in position to reach our goals. Some very exciting news is that Protectors of Animals is working towards a spay-neuter clinic and wellness clinic to help our community and neighborhoods to seek out more affordable veterinary care to help them manage their animals, their companion animals, and to help us reduce the overpopulation of kittens and puppies in our neighborhood. Another one of our goals along this path is to educate our children and our young folks to be aware of animal welfare, to help prevent cruelty, and to bring along a generation or a population of people who are sensitive and kind to animals. Our excitement builds towards our long-term dream of having a shelter of our own. It's all we talk about at Protectors of Animals. It's what the volunteers work so hard towards. It's the donors and supporters who have kept this dream alive. And through our strategic plan, we know that we can achieve this methodically and sensibly, and that our donors and supporters will be assured that this is an attainable goal. All of us at Protectors of Animals want to thank you from the bottom of our paws for all the love and support that you've given us over the years, and we hope that we're returning it to you with the love and support we give to our animals.
The future of POA is dependent upon what we pass on to the generations to come. A shelter is about so much more than the 4 walls that it resides in, as important as that is. It is about compassion, education, an ability to think outside the box, and heart. We recently spoke with some children and were excited about how responsible, imaginative, and thoughtful these kids are.
When you have a hard time at work or something, get to snuggle with it.
How's it playful? Well, she's very, very soft, and my dog likes to sit on your lap.
Stray is like a cat or a dog that doesn't have a home.
It has to feed itself, and it doesn't get fast that much, and it just takes care of itself. In a nice warm house with people look after it, a big yard so they can run around and
have a huge dog house about the size of a real house, and their owners live in a mansion. $3,000 or $2 million.
Maybe $100. Probably about $10.
About $10.
Making them like a really good home, and like making sure that like more people like cats.
I want to be a veterinarian. I might say in the NFL, and if they interview me, I can like say something like donate money.
We also asked them to draw some pictures of what they thought a perfect home for a pet might look like. Everyone drew a safe, warm, and happy environment, many with a family. Not one picture showed an animal abandoned, without shelter, or alone. We also have so many young supporters with tiny hands but very big hearts, like the Girl Scout groups and many kids collecting donations on their birthdays. We had a chance to visit with our future, and it sure is looking bright. Over the last 40 years, Protectors of Animals has found qualified, loving homes and families for thousands of cats and dogs. Every one of our rescued cats and dogs means so much to us. But occasionally there are ones that take up a little more space in our hearts, and possibly take a little bit of us with them when they find their forever homes. Our no-kill shelter has seen many cats and dogs that weren't quite ready for new homes yet, whether there were medical or behavioral reasons. But we got them there, in their own time, when they were ready. For these last 40 years, we have taken significant strides to do our job with the greatest commitment, compassion, and care. And we have understood that we can only do our work because of your kindness and generosity. Together, we will continue to turn sufferings into new beginnings. Our hope is that our alliance will be ongoing, so that whenever there is an animal in need, we will be there. We will go forward doing what we do best because of you.